Hello friends, I am Kanchan from Akulmek Technologies and you are welcome to Top Brass. Today we have Sitesh Srivastav from Johannesburg, South Africa. And as you know, Sitesh has deep interest in corporate communication. He has deep interest in corporate training. He has been training lot of IT professional and marketing professional. So welcome to the show, Sitesh. How are you doing today?
Hi Kanchan, good day. Nice to meet you again. And I'm all set to talk about our next series in the wonderful discussions that we have. And I'm well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm well. We have all festive atmosphere here because yesterday there was Raksha Bandhan festival where all of Indian they are engaged in eating food, eating sweets and tying rakis. So all till now it's festive mood only. But today we had been doing our verbal communication and we have done gesture and everything. So today we will like to discuss about written communication. What you say?
Yes, Kanchan. So, written communication is something that is very close to my heart. One, because not only it entails about official communication or educational communication, it also deals with our personal communication that we write. And last week we were discussing of handwritten letters, and now when I see we are going on to the digital medium more and more, I really sometimes feel bad that someday too much of digital communication might take away our writing skills or written communication skills. And that too, Kanchan, we live in an age where, the moment you type something, Google tells you predictive text. You message something and it appears already. So written communication is a wonderful thing that comes naturally to humans, and therefore this needs to be practiced again. If you remember, when we were small, we were given to write on a piece of paper good handwriting, and we were rewarded small bits of things in our homes, in our schools, about good handwriting. But in the digital communication, what do you do about that? So one is it actually coordinates with the brain, the thought, and the writing that we do. The other is that it actually helps clarify the idea in our head what we are going to write. And therefore, written communication is something which is very important in the professional life, in our personal life, and of course, in our legal lives as well. What do you say?
Yes, definitely. The point you have put across is quite a valid point because we are in digital age and we are especially children. They like to be glued to computer screen and typing on keyboards, and they are discarding somehow the written part of it. Once it is told to them, that it become very kind of burden to children to really write on their notebook with the pencil or a pen. That is there, and I think that school or the parents should look after that at least once in a day. They should write at least half of the page, either in on their own language or English language, whatever is, so that they should not forget the writing part of written communication. Though digitization is there, they are very well right on digitally, but then they should not forget, because they should not, this kind of written communication should not become a kind of exclusive art. You understood?
Exactly. Exactly, Kanchan, and 110% true. And interestingly, while talking to you, I was just thinking, one before long before the digital life, we had few different types of pens, uh, and we had a piece of paper. Even before that, people used to take from the fields some what you call in Hindi, something called sarkanda. They used to take that, they used to dip it into an ink, and they used to write.
Yeah, it's kind of
The
wooden
earliest form of calligraphy.
Yeah, it's kind of a
you know this, you remember this.
Yeah. So that is you raised quite interesting topic at this point of time.
Exactly. And so calligraphy, I mean, that writing, and then it became calligraphy. Calligraphy was also became one part of it, went into the textile designs and all. Calligraphy is still a big thing in Japan because they write the kanjis using those old style pens. Now the interesting part, Kanchan, is that in today's life too, with so much of the digitization around, we have tablets, we have phones, we have laptops, we have computers. But when you go to a stationery shop, you will find 50 different types of pens. Now, I really wonder who is writing with these kind of pens. Because we only, when it was time when we used to write, a lot of things was only written. Then we had only, few varieties of pens. Now we have 50 varieties of pen, and sometimes the children say, I want that particular pen, and what is this pen about? I don't even know. For us, pen was a pen, okay? Ink pen or a dry pen, So what I'm saying is this, Kanchan, that written communication is not just about, having a good handwriting. It is also about putting across thoughts clearly that remains on a piece of paper for a very long time. It becomes a record. And it actually shows after 5 years also, 10 years also, when you revisit that text, you can basically think of the mindset of the person. And that is what needs to be inculcated, brought about amongst the students, amongst the children, amongst youngsters. Again, the wonders of written communication, and most of it, has always remained in the working space. But then the personal writing, the personal communications, that itself has a great potential to bring out our creative abilities and to communicate what we want to say. I hope you will agree.
Yes, I feel that that writing makes wonders. When we write something on paper, so they are not only just messaging of the ideas, but also a creative part is also being enhanced during this course of practice and writing. So it's a very valid point. It's a very true that we should never, as a human race, we should never kind of give away writing on pages or writing something or writing letters. So I think
that's right.
Yeah, the takeaway of today's discussion is that for written communication, at least you should try once a week writing anything on the paper, isn't it?
Right, Kanchan. I think we, from this conversation, we should, give out a message to all the viewers and listeners that today or this week, let's try to ask ourselves as well as our children, our students, or our corporate friends, write one full page in whatever, to whoever you want to write something, and probably bunch together and read it out. Once you read it out, what you have written, you will be surprised and you will be pleased that we can still write in this digital communication age.
I think that also opens the door of something which was missing, and you may not be knowing that how this much I can write, and this is the way I can write, and this is how it is written by me. So I think that opens a new, altogether different parameter of one's own personality.
Right, Kanchan. And after we finish this conversation, I'm going to listen to that song, Chitti Aayi Hai, Chitti Aayi Hai.
Okay, so it was lovely talking to you as usual, and I also want to tell my viewers that it is not be always into digitization sphere, but come out. Let's try out our hands on writing, do some written practices, tell something to your children, or how to write on paper, how to be cursive writing. There's so many variation in writing also. So we should start
Yeah.
today to write more and more along with the digitization written communication.
Yeah. Yes, Kanchan, if you allow me to say the last thing, please also to tell this to your doctor friends to write one page. I'm not going to say why I'm saying this, but you understand.
Yeah. Okay, as usual, it is so nice to talk to you today. We'll extend this written communication topic tomorrow and talk something different, something interesting for our listeners and for our viewers. So till then,
Thank you.
bye-bye. Take care.
Good day. Bye-bye.